there's a lot available online that makes our researches much easier than before. You can hear him speak, you can see him move, things like that. That's very useful. There are books, but I was very aware and actually rather relieved that it's not a film about Robert Maxwell, because getting the makeup on is 4 hours, and I think I might be dead if it was a film about Robert Maxwell. So, you know, he has a specific function in this film, and so it releases you from having to explore absolutely everything about his life, fascinating though his life is. I mean, he escaped from Czechoslovakia in when? 1940, I think, when he was 16, and made his way round Europe and got to England. I mean, it's extraordinary, quite extraordinary. He can be very contemptuous of Kevin. Mind you, Kevin also interrupts him. I mean, it's quite a combative relationship, I think, which Robert wins. It's a very, very exhaustive process, making the pieces. It's Marc Coulier creations, I think they're called, and they're an absolutely brilliant team who are complete, you know, leaders in the field, really. And they make a mold of your face, then they sculpt Robert Maxwell's face, and then they, I believe, using 3D printing, though I haven't seen that, and then they make the pieces that can make your face more like Robert Maxwell's, which in my case is most of my face has to be covered with these separate pieces: neck and chin, nose, forehead, a wig, the eyebrows, which are kind of fitted into the piece that's the forehead. It's just very, very painstaking. And then they do a system where they have to use, they sort of flick with brushes a lot of sort of stippling kind of makeup on you to give it the tone and the texture of skin, and it just takes a very, very long time. You just have to sort of give yourself up to that, really. I can't sleep during it. If there was a nice dentist's chair, maybe I could, I don't know. But there isn't. I don't sleep, but it's sort of, there's something strangely contemplative about it, really. And then when you look at yourself in the mirror, something I've kind of been used to before when I've done makeups in the theatre, you know. It is exactly like you put on this mask, and you have to sort of fill the mask up, if you like. It's a sort of thriller, a comedy thriller in a way, because some of it's quite farcical almost, about how do you get the thing out of Russia when it's still just about the USSR, but everything's chaos there, and everyone's, you know, there's lots of corruption there and people after money, and there's this one man who's made this thing that everyone wants because they could make a lot of money about it from it in the West, who's kind of an innocent, and I'd say that's what it's about. People, and you know, will he get his reward in the end, I suppose.